want to say too, this mic is some real Spanish. When I think of Atlanta, I think of like a microphone golden like this. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. How long have y'all been doing the interviews?
This style with doing the recap and then the interview shit, probably about 2.5 months now. Cool. Carter? Cool. A little longer, like 3 months? Cool. Or is it?
We started in April. Cool.
Okay. So time's flying by. I'm just. Yeah. Okay. We on More to the Core. This that thing. I'm your host, Baby Wynn, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Alex Goeke. This they are gutting a body of water thing.
Say that twice.
They are gutting a body of water.
They are gutting a body of water.
Ooh.
They're what?
Oh shit. Could you guys please introduce yourselves?
You go first.
I'm Emily Loafing.
My name is Douglas Bulgarian.
My name's PJ Carroll.
Yeah, I'm Ben.
Let's go. I gotta ask, off the rip, why do you guys perform the way you do with your backs turned to the audience?
Simply because it makes it into... There are multiple reasons for it.
Yeah.
Honestly. One of the reasons is because I can hear the entire PA. I should say that the first reason really is that I saw a couple of my favorite bands doing it. Jerome Stream, Slint used to do that, just like stay turned around. But also then I started realizing that I could like hear the PA from the floor. It also like makes it a spectacle. It makes it like something special.
Yeah.
And it also, there's like this energy that happens in hardcore shows where the crowd is very much just as much a part of it as the people playing. So it makes it kind of like cuts that in half, and it makes it like very much like the crowd is like eye level with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're like right there with us, and it just feels better.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. It feels like you're saying it's more intimate too. And Goeke tried to guess, and she was like, "I bet they do it because it's more intimate as well."
I mean, yeah, that is certainly a reason for it.
I was like, it feels like I'm watching their band practice right now. Like I'm there with them.
That's it. That's really it.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad that I got that.
Yes, absolutely.
It was because I kind of snuck through to. I'm trying to learn how to take photos and stuff because I'm not very good at it. But I was like sneaking through, and I was like, this feels wrong right now because it felt like so intimate, and I've never seen that many people actively paying attention, like really engaged.
Cool. I think that yeah.
The spectacle.
The spectacle of it.
Yeah. I think that's because it's super loud and it's on the floor and it's like right there. And if you're not watching that, then your instincts are off. You know what I mean? If some shit that's that crazy going on right in front of you and you're not looking at it, then yeah, this man kills it. He's
Come on.
He's
That's so sweet of you. Thanks. Oh, thank you.
Yo, also,
Thanks so
so
much.
his glasses flew off in the middle of the set and turned his amp off.
I was wondering what was going on. I was like, what's
happened.
happening?
My man was playing so hard that his glasses flew off his face and had enough force to turn off the amp. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
This guy.
Duct tape.
Yeah, we're gonna mummy you tomorrow.
My face.
Yeah.
I want to ask some type of origin shit, but first I want to ask a question about WWE because you have a song called Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
Were you the one who named it? Is that why you're doing that? Hell yeah.
Signal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just named it that, but Ben loves wrestling, and I love wrestling very much. Yeah, hell yeah. That shit rules.
You guys still watch wrestling at all to this
Sting's
day?
my favorite wrestler.
Sting.
He has
yeah.
a crow face, the crow paint.
Yeah, the crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Badass.
That shit is badass.
He has sexual awakening.
Yeah.
Top 3 wrestlers.
Yeah, Sting. Who's that dude with like the doll, the mannequin head?
Oh, Mankind.
No, not man. Oh, he has something cool going on too. but
Mankind has a puppet.
He's one of my favorites. He has a puppet. He doesn't have the mannequin head.
Oh, the mannequin head. I don't know who that is. Probably
Did Bray Wyatt have a fucking mannequin?
I don't even know what his name was.
Okay. Yeah, what about you?
Definitely like Undertaker, Matt Hardy.
Oh, Matt and Jeff Hardy are hot.
But
Yeah.
yeah, they're cool as fuck. Also, Goldust.
Goldust.
Yo,
Openly
he was
gay.
like, his whole thing was that he was like scaring people, being like, am I gay? Am I not gay? And it was like this whole thing where it like he really made people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But like, it was all this bit. It was like all this like insane. And he's like, I don't know, he's just the most badass motherfucker. Sting rules too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah. Jeff Hardy's in my top 3 as
Jeff
well.
Hardy rules.
Jeff Hardy's crazy.
Yeah. Lito was cool too. Lito was mad.
Yeah,
cool.
Lito's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The whole Team Extreme shit. I used to fucking jump off my couch, jump off my bed,
Yo, me
just
too.
everything, swanton bombing everything.
Yes. Yeah, you do like the suicide.
Yeah.
You do the suicide.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Your mom's like, what the fuck? Yeah.
I think about it to like now. When I was a kid, I was more susceptible to just like jumping off shit and doing a front flip, no matter what I was landing on.
Yeah.
Now
Then some shit
I kind of have a second thought.
Yeah, then some shit happens where you like are aware of your mortality. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, I have a day job and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
I shouldn't front flip
break
off
my
of this
neck
shit. Yeah.
because, yeah. I don't know.
I feel like we fell down as kids for fun, and now I'm afraid.
Yeah, Emily always says that little kids don't know that it's cold, which is mad real. They're always just playing outside in the middle of the winter, like it's fine, and you're like, you guys are.
They're titans.
Also, they're just like, I would think it's crazy that a lot of people naturally know how to do a front flip, because I find that like, or do a backflip, like, you know, into a pool or like jumping off of something. Because I feel like as an adult, like I can't even picture like you in your head. You could think like how like they do a car wheel, but like
I told myself
kids,
this year.
kids can so much easier learn to like do flips and like.
I feel
I
like
told
the
myself-
fearlessness of it.
Yeah, I told myself this year that I'm gonna learn how to backflip, and I'm about 6 months into it, so I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna try to get there.
Any good progress on it?
I tried. I tried the other day on her birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I tried.
You tried.
It did. It was really hard. Yeah. I don't know. I
But
landed
you're
on my
working
back.
on it. You landed on your own.
Yeah. It
Well,
was.
hey, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Who is this that just hopped in on the
Oh, this is
couch?
Josiah. This is our road dog. Say what's up.
What's up, Road Dog? Here checking in.
Hey, so
So I saw that you read Neuromancer. Is that correct? And
Yeah,
that
that's
really inspired you, kind of the cyberpunk, futuristic stuff. I want to see how you approach that now. And also, bonus question on that. Are you afraid of any future things that you feel are coming, or excited for any like new technologies or like?
That's a really good question. I'm kind of down for it all. I think
Okay, word.
it's kind of like the inevitable. I don't know. There's a song on the next record that we're putting out, and it's kind of about how ultimately, like, nature has evolved to a point where technology became relevant and became functional and started happening. And now, in a lot of ways, I feel like technology is going to become the new nature. You know what I mean? The thought that like people are going to be, the thought that like people could potentially become extinct and technology could be the thing that thrives is kind of a crazy thought to be like, oh, I don't know. And that's like, there's this author, her name is Donna Haraway, and she talks a lot about how we are already like cyborgs. You know, we're already like part machine. We're already like, you know, you can get like LASIK eye surgery. And then, you know, or get like a pacemaker in your heart, or get rods in your legs if you break your leg, something. So like the fact that we are that intertwined with technology is kind of interesting, and I wonder what it means for humans. I wonder what it's going to mean for humans 1,000 years from now. You know, whether or not the Earth is still here at that point. I think one thing I am afraid of is, you know, climate change and like it being some like really bad shit, you know what I mean, in a long time. So I don't know. It's hard to.
There's a lot of things to be afraid of in the
for
world.
sure. Surveillance. That shit is
Surveillance,
weird. I
yeah.
know that my phone is watching me take a pee, and it's like.
Yeah, there's some
can't
ads I
even-
get where I'm like, how do you know this? I didn't look this up. I was talking
Exactly.
about it.
I said it out loud.
Yeah.
Sometimes the scariest shit is when you think it. and then you're like, and then you see it, and you're like, did I
Yeah.
fucking say that out loud, or do you know me that well? You know what I mean? I think they know us that
I
well.
feel like the
Yeah, it knows, I was about to say it knows you so well that you're gonna like this. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you are
it's like-
gonna like this shit that I'm about to show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily talks about that a lot too, like how like if you're going on a date, you want to elaborate on that?
So there was this book I'm reading. I can't remember the name. Sorry. Cannot, whatever. But so one of the big things too is that it could kind of, your Google searches are everything is being recorded. People think,
Everything.
you can't possibly record all this stuff, but it's like it's being recorded as like a mass data kind of thing where like I don't know. I mean, companies can advertise to you based on your fears. Like, oh, you think you might have like ingrown hair, like.
Right.
If only there was a product at CVS for $30 that you
Right.
could go buy tonight, and like,
Right.
which is like a silly example, but like, I don't know. Oh,
I'm saying talking about.
oh, okay. Sorry. But yeah, one of the examples was like, it's like your phone does know like you're going on a date because it's like, oh, if you going on someone's Instagram a lot or something, and it will advertise to you like, oh, well, don't you want to buy this jacket? Like this would be good for it. Which is like, I don't know. I feel like I've whatever. I don't know.
Even as far as the social media shit.
I don't want to be telling because I didn't finish the book yet, so I don't want to be telling it wrong. But it's just like your phone is really like clocking everything.
Really, it's in the terms and conditions that they're just
However,
gonna be
though-
fucking watching everything.
However, like I'm also of the camp, like I kind of feel like that's almost not a problem, and in a lot of ways it's super convenient because my phone knows what I want, and I'm a consumer, right? Like I love to buy shit and I love to have shit. So it's like if I'm getting advertised Jordans and I'm like, those are pretty cool, I should probably buy those. And I think in a lot of ways there's like two sides to it that are like kind of, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that I think for a lot of the fall of mankind, I'm like here for. I think it's going to be kind of sick and really convenient and really comfortable for the most part, and we just don't know, Yeah.
I saw in that same article that you were like, oh, humans are the worst, which I agree. They totally can be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything that you would change about humanity if you could?
Yeah, man. I mean, I really wish that there wasn't this like I feel like human nature is like a really ugly thing in a lot of ways, and I wonder if that's influenced by like capitalism or if that's just in our nature in like survival. If we've just evolved to this point and society has gotten to this point, because it's like I really wish if there was one thing I could change about humans, I feel like it would be human nature in and of itself. You know what I mean? I'm really sick of people doing things like to like specifically to look good and not because it's for the benefit of somebody else. And I think that has a lot to do with, but then again, like I think doing something that's good for somebody else and it benefiting the way that you look is a good incentive for you to then go do something good, and ultimately you're just doing something good. I just wish that human nature wasn't so
Default negative.
Yeah, exactly. Default negative. Yeah. Negativity bias. Just constantly thinking that, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of things that I would change about humans if I could, but I have no power to do that. I barely have the power to do that in myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah.
feel like you want to change yourself, or how do you on a daily basis?
I would really like to be a more caring person.
More caring.
Yeah, I would really like to be somebody who's not immediately judgmental and immediately a hater, because I'm like a big time hater. I just like hate on shit that I don't even know about. I haven't even listened to it yet. I haven't watched the movie. I'm like, this sucks. I don't even want to check that out. Yeah, I wish that I was just less judgmental, because a lot of those judgments just end up being things that I like turn in on myself. Ultimately, the more that I'm willing to just judge other people or judge other music, whatever, the more I hate the things that I do. You know what I mean? So just like, I don't know.
Is it even?
That's true, but also I think we judge the things that remind of us ourselves.
I was about to say, do you think it's easy for you to judge yourself? Like you're easily judging other people?
Oh,
do you
I'm
easily
so
judge
quick
yourself?
to judge myself.
Yeah.
I'm so quick to be like, that was stupid. Why'd you say that? Or why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever it is. So I wish that I could just chill out a little bit. I also wish I had more money. Yeah. That would be sick. I would love to have more money than I have right now. That'd be great. I have very little money.
Can we go around answering this question of what we would like to change about ourselves?
Oh man, I brag so much. You know what I'm saying? I realized this lately. Like girls been telling me like girlfriends and stuff like, Josiah, you brag like all day to us. Like who are you trying to impress? I'm like, I don't know myself. I don't know. So I'm just trying to cut that shit out, because I just got a lot to brag about, man.
Hell yeah.
This is like a Narcotics Anonymous meeting at this point. This is kind of we should like circle up.
Yeah.
I would definitely be more outgoing and more like giving. Because sometimes, and I mean, I think I just, I feel like I'm kind of introverted, but I think the thing with that is that you're always kind of thinking about your own thing, and it's always feels so much better to like step outside of yourself and like, I don't know, it's just all win situation to just be, extend yourself more to other people. So I would say that. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I try to be cognizant of like doing that all the time, and step outside your comfort zone of like, oh, I want to go home and do something quiet by myself, but I should go, I don't know, just extend myself in some way.
Extend yourself. Okay, hell yeah. What I'd say about me is kind of similar to what both of you said. I would like to be more sympathetic of other people's ways of thinking about things and doing things, and not thinking the way I thought of the whole plan to be the best fucking way to do it, but let people go about things the way they would like to go about things. Hell yeah.
Gosh, there's a lot of things. I'm just like, I'm the same way where I'm like, I notice everything that I don't like about what I do, or not necessarily don't like about what I do, of like, just generally, like, I want to be a better friend. I want to be better at communicating. I think the main one right now that I am really just struggling with, but I'm trying to go through that, pushing myself out of my comfort zone, is I need to be organized, and I am not organized at all. And like trying to do all the, band stuff and more of the core stuff, forgetting about things. It'd be nice to have that not be an issue, and me not be chronically late to everything. But yeah, that's it.
I'd like to do more psychedelics. I already do a lot of them, but I think I should do more of them. Yeah.
I think I'd like to like work on being more present, like in just everyday situations, because it's like so easy to worry about like the future, like so many things to worry about, like me personally, but just like the world at large too. And like it's easy to harp on the past as well, and just like remember every fucking mistake you've ever made, like in your entire life. Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
But yeah, just like I don't know, just fucking relaxing and like taking it day by day. I feel like that's a
Definitely. It's really easy to not be present with the technology and stuff that we have.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a practice.
Yeah.
As a totally, not deep segue question, If you guys were a body of water, what kind of body of water would you be and why?
Waterfall.
Waterfall? And why?
Constantly moving.
Constantly moving.
Well, I think it's like a connector between two bodies of water, right? Is it really a body of water?
We'll count it.
Okay, cool.
Waterfall sounds cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
Just, it's the coolest looking one. You know,
Right,
it's a pretty
right.
shallow answer. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
the most dangerous.
Tell in the comments if it isn't.
Yeah.
Most likely for someone to stare at you too.
Yeah.
Whoever the fuck is watching this, what kind of body of water would you like to be as well? Gotta have that in
Is
there.
maybe a little pond too. It's like
An above ground pool.
yeah, my bath filled with water.
My bath. I take a bath almost every day.
Yeah, my bath filled with water.
Listen to Enya like
Yeah.
all the time.
There's a lyric you have in one of your songs, right, where it's like a house plant in a bathtub.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I really liked that lyric, but I wasn't.
It's just about like stagnation.
Stagnation.
Just being like in the wrong fucking place to be growing. You know, you're like a plant in a bathtub will not survive in any way. It's not gonna be like, it's not getting light. It's not getting anything. It was just like, you know. Yeah, those songs are all mad depressing. Yeah, I don't know why you would even listen to those, honestly.
Those were my favorite. I was like, oh, these are really good.
Thanks.
And you're like, things are not getting better. And I was like,
yeah, I know. I was like, everything sucks and I fucking hate everything. I don't know. Yeah.
your music has really like transformed over the years, like just starting back with the first project that I could find to your most recent. You have a song in there called Ocarina. What was the first word of that? I loved it. But it was totally a different transformation?
So that's on the full body 2 split, and that's their
Oh shoot!
split,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, that's
No,
so
you're
awkward.
super chill. That's not
I was
awkward at all.
like getting ready
It's
and I
really
was like
good.
clicking
Can we
through
talk
it.
about full body 2?
Yes,
Can we talk
absolutely.
about full body 2? Because
Or
they're
Ocarina of Time.
Oh yes.
Ocarina of Time.
That.
We've been playing Ocarina of Time.
Oh my
we
gosh!
have,
So
yeah.
perfect. It's like I planned it.
It completely worked out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Full Body 2 is way better than us, and they're a really good fucking band. They're like, that's like my,
Yeah,
that's
Beast
like one of my
Mode.
favorite
What was the
bands.
song that you were on that project that I?
Diamond
not
Dallas
do?
Page and Menthol Box. That was our
Okay.
2, and then the other 2 were Adoration and Sprite Ocarina, and that was theirs. Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah.
Menthol Box I feel like had a kind of similar energy
Yeah,
to
definitely.
Sprite Ocarina.
Yeah. So Dylan from Full Body 2, at the beginning of the pandemic, him and I, you're like locked up in your house. You kind of start getting into like other different types of music or whatever. I was like getting deep into the internet, and I was already deep into like the whole thought of like cyberspace and everything like that. And then he kind of got me into breakcore, like jungle drum and bass, and I really got into it. And so him and I started doing it like at the same time. And then by the time it was like a year into the pandemic, we were like, we should just put out a split of like shoegaze breakcore shit. So that's what we did. And that band has that shit on lock though. Like their like presentation of like electronic mixed with shoegaze shit is phenomenal. The way that they do it live. I mean, Jack, the drummer, has like a fucking over-ear headphone set on. Like they're like locked in. They're like doing it professionally, and it's really good. And I mean, we do it for 30 seconds, and then I just play breakcore songs in between that I've made. But like, you know what I mean? Like they actually do like shoegaze with breakcore. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tell me about your Ocarina of Time playthrough.
Well, so we just started it, so I can't say that. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't played. It's just we bought an N64 this summer, so we just beat Super Mario 64. That was big, but now we just started Ocarina of Time, which I've never played before.
We beat Super Mario 64 120 stars, so 100% completion.
Dang.
Yeah, it took a couple weeks.
That's impressive.
Some people do it in like a couple of hours.
You guys are completionists about games.
For that one, because the next record is literally sounds just like the Super Mario 64 soundtrack, and that was like the big influence of it. So I think that we felt like we needed to beat Super Mario 64 to completion before we could even release this and say that we deserve it.
It
You know what I'm saying?
validated
Yeah,
you
yeah.
to say that you've completed. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
fair.
And also, we're just not like the biggest gamers ever, so it's like we'd rather. It feels like just like having 2 or 3 like games that we love and just play through a lot.
Yeah,
like,
and just play through.
That's kind of more our vibe. Like we're not huge.
That soundtrack
fair,
is so
that's fair.
dope. It's so good. It's so good. Every song feels so good on that soundtrack. And it like changes. You go from like, you start off the level and like it's like one beat, and then you go into the water, and then like the synths come in once you're in the water, and then you go to another part under the water, and then like these other synths come in. It's just like genius shit. It's just such a good soundtrack. It sounds so, it's very unique. It's like very unique to that game. Like ain't nothing else sounds like that. It's so fucking good. I don't know.
So when you're listening to music, to me, it sounds like you really love like, and I can hear it in your music, the like atmospheric soundscaping. Is that what draws you, or all of it, the lyrics, or what is kind of the emotional center for you, and that you find yourself liking songs by?
I think it's different for everything that I am particularly listening to. Certain things draw me to certain things for the reasons that they do. Like Horse Jumper of Love, who we're on tour with right now, it's
out.
mostly the fucking, it really is the lyrics in that. Like the way that Dimitri writes lyrics is just like so poignant and so perfect. And it's also just like the overall feel of something, I would say, I do like atmospheric shit for sure. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I do like, but I feel like it can go real wrong real fast. You could use too much reverb and it just sounds
Muddy and not
or just
good.
just like not good. You know what I
Fair.
mean? Like corny. You know what I mean?
We're judging it right in that moment.
I'm
We're
judging
like,
everything. I judge everything.
No, that's fair.
I'm a
Me
fucking
too.
hater. Yeah.
That's fair. Maybe when you got a question to follow that up with.
All good things must come to an end. This MORETOTHECORE is that thing. This has been They're Gutting a Body of Water.
Thank you for having us.
I appreciate you guys
Yeah,
for doing this
absolutely.
interview. Show is sick. Thank you guys for watching. Any last things you want to say? Goodbyes, thank yous. What's dropping next?
Uh,
Any tips on how to beat?
Super Mario 64. You gotta rock really hard. That's the best.
You gotta earn that shit.
Yeah, you gotta earn it. It takes a lot of work. Yeah, you gotta be a real one.
Also,
Yeah.
every time you play you play a level, you get a little bit better. Like there
Yeah,
is
you just
there
keep
is an
doing
end
it.
in sight.
Yeah, you just keep doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like life.
Just like, yeah. Yeah, just like going to
life.
work. Yeah. Nah, it's it.
Peace.
Thanks, Phil.
Appreciate it. Bye. Have a good night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys.
That's sick.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. I loved your performance. It was
Thank you.
it really authentic. Like,
Hell
it
yeah,
really was.
thank you. I think that that's another reason to go like on the floor, because then it just feels more personal.
Yeah. People can feel so far away up on the stage.
Yeah, exactly. Which is cool.
Thanks, Goeke.
Does everybody feel more relaxed and free with their lives now?
I feel like good. I feel like we should have been doing this a long time ago.
Hell yeah.